Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam. In today's video, I wanted to talk about my end of year TBR. I got this video idea from Maddy's library, and at the beginning of 2024, I posted a video about the series that I wanted to start and get into this year. So I'll leave that linked up in the cards if you haven't seen it. But I figured it would be a good idea to check back in and see how many series we still have left. Talk about some other books I really want to prioritize for the end of the year and just refocus my reading. I really feel like a broken record every time I film a TBR or a seasonal book recommendation video because all I want to do this year is to catch up and finish some book series that I am in the middle of. But I'm currently in the middle of not caught up to or finished 27 series. 6 of those series, I only have one book left until I'm either finished the series or caught up to however many books are currently released, and another 10 that I only have 2 books left. So I definitely want to refocus my attention on this list of books and really try to knock some of these series out. I don't want to be going into 2025 with this many partially finished series, especially with only 1 or 2 books left. So I guess we will start there. I'll talk about some of the series that I want to wrap up before the end of the year. The first series being Dreamland Billionaires. Along with wanting to finish some of the series that I'm in the middle of, I also want to prioritize my physical TBR. Now, my physical TBR is not very long in terms of the books that I own personally, but I have a pretty long list of books in the other room that are actually my mom's that I do also really want to read, so I need to get back to those as well. For this series, I only have 2 books left. They are pretty long, and I didn't love the first book, so I've definitely been putting off finishing this series for whatever reason, but I do really want to get back to it and finish this off because I was really excited to read these when I first got them, and I just love the covers. I think they're so stunning. This book is on my August TBR, so I should be reading this one soon. Another series that I really want to finish is The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I only have 2 books left. I think it's 1 and a novella, technically. The last book is so long, so definitely been putting it off, and it definitely feels more like a fall winter read, so I haven't been picking those books up, but I really need to. I need to get back to that series because I'm so close to being done, and I was having such a good time with it. The Love Light series from B.K. Borison, I really want to finish. Didn't love the first book, absolutely love the second book, and I need to just finish those, and I definitely need to hurry up on those because each book takes place in a different season, and I wanted to try to make sure that I'm reading those in those seasons. So I need to pick up Mixed Signals, which is book 3 and set in summer here really soon. I think I have been putting that one off a little bit because I think it's only available on audio, and I'm really picky with my audiobooks. I definitely prefer to read physically or on my Kindle, but I've started to come around to the fact that if only an audiobook is available, then that's okay, and the audiobook might be a great time. So I definitely need to pick that one up pretty soon, and I think Business Casual either just released or is releasing here really soon, and that should be the fall one, so I definitely want to pick that up pretty soon after as well. And then I also need to pick up The Ashes on the Star-Cursed King by Christopher Broadbent. This is the last book of the current duet that's out in the Crowns of Naxia series. I think the author said that this is going to be either like a 6 or 8 book series, but it's going to be broken into duets. So there's going to be 2 books for each couple and like each branch of the vampire people or something. So I definitely need to pick that one up really soon, especially because the next book in that series is coming out in November, I believe. And I definitely want to read that like as soon as it comes out. Again, I don't know why I have been putting this book off for so long. I absolutely loved the first book and the novella, so I don't know what I'm waiting for. I definitely want to try to read more books from series that I have on this list, but I think I'm going to stop there to try to be not so repetitive and also be able to talk about some other books and series. Going back to that video that I filmed in the very beginning of the year with the series that I wanted to start in 2024, I still have 7 on this list. I think I had a list of 10, so I've only started 3, which I mean is good for not adding so many more series that I'm currently in the middle of onto my list, but also these were and still are really high priority series that I want to read ASAP because I'm just really excited about them. So I still have Shatter Me, which I do really want to get to in like the fall winter time. And I don't know why, but I just have this really strong desire to just binge this whole series. I don't want to just pick up 1 or 2 books here and there. I want to really just binge it, especially because I am going to be getting these books from the library, and the way that the novellas work and would work with my library holds, I would have to read like 2 books at a time, sort of. So I'm definitely going to try and prioritize this series for closer to the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to finish all of it this year, but I definitely want to start it and have a couple books under my belt. The next series is The Naturalist by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is like an FBI Criminal Minds with teenagers or something. Like this group of teenagers are brought into the FBI because they each have special talents, and it just sounds like a really fun, different sort of story. It's a pretty short series, so I feel like I could get through it pretty fast as well. This also feels like a really fun, like fall read. I guess the next 2 series are kind of in the same realm. I have the Off Campus series by Elle Kennedy, as well as The Boys of Tommen by Chloe Walsh, both college sports romances. And I mean, we're getting close to September, so I feel like this would be a good time to start either of these series. Obviously with the school setting, I think that would be a lot of fun. I know that The Boys of Tommen is really heavy and emotional, so I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards off-campus series. I really want to read both of these. They've been on my TBR for so long. I also have the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. This has been on my TBR since before what was that series called? The Cupid series? And I finished that series a little while ago, so I definitely need to pick this one up because I think this one is her most well-known series, and the Cupidity one was really fun, so I definitely want to jump into more books by this author. The 6th series that I talked about in that video that I still have yet to start is Gold Rush Ranch by Elsie Silver. Emily and I are supposed to be buddy reading this together, but I don't know what happens. We keep pushing it off, and Wild Eyes is supposed to be coming out here really soon, so we definitely need to get a move on if we want to be anywhere close to being on track with Elsie Silver's releases. So, Emily, this is to you. This is the next book that we pick up. And the last series that I wanted to start this year was Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Throwing it back to the series that I'm in the middle of. I'm still in the middle of the Lunar Chronicle, so I definitely want to finish that one before I start another series by the same author. But I am really excited about this because it's like superheroes. I'm also in the middle of the Reckoner series by Brandon Sanderson, which only has 2 more books, and I definitely think I could also knock out, and it's sort of a similar vibe to Renegades. So I have a lot of reading to do for the end of the year. I think I'm gonna end this here. I've been talking about so many books in this video. I could be here for another 5 hours talking about all the books that I want to read because there's just too many good books and not enough time. With that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below and let me know what you're excited to read for the end of the year. I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.